Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a Dragon Link deck profile for you guys today. I'll be showcasing you guys my deck profile, my take on the deck. Obviously everyone has a lot of different opinions on this deck. There are definitely a lot of different ways you can build it. A lot of people go 40 cards, a lot of people go 60 cards, or somewhere in between. It's a very versatile deck. Here's my take on it. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys haven't already, please consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button. I appreciate all the support you guys give me as I continue to grow. And without further ado, let's jump into it. So at first we got white and black dragon. That's pretty obvious for chaos. Speaking of chaos, we also have our Levianeer and our Brotar. Pretty typical chaos package. I kind of also throw Galactic Spiral in the mix of that as well. Those are like, I guess, the 5 chaos monsters that I use for the most part. I like Galactic Spiral a lot. He allows you to go into a certain extra deck card that we have. Brotar is just a generic, well, not a generic searcher, but he's a good searcher for our deck, or for this deck, should I say. And then Levianeer, most of the time you're using Levianeer to rip somebody's card out of their hand turn 1. And then we have the Red Eyes package, I guess you could say. I play Dark Metal and Darkness Metal Dragon, Red MD, and 1 Black Metal Dragon. A lot of people play more. They either play 3 or none of the Black Metal, I feel like, for the most part. But I wasn't ready to cut it yet. But I also didn't want to up the numbers to 3. So I kept it at 1 for now. Obviously, even though it's a Red MD is still a pretty solid play in this deck. Fairly easy to get out. And then we got 3 Noctivision. Noctivision is just a really good extender in this deck. Also, because you can special summon them when you control a dark dragon monster, and then the fact that you get to draw 1 after you link them off is pretty busted. Really good extender, really good card. I like to always see it in my hand, so that's why I run 3 of it. I only run 1 Chamber Dragon Maid. I think 1 is fine. If you see her, you see her. If you don't, you don't. You can still get her out with other effects, or you can also recur her from the grave with the Dragon Maid Tiding. Sorry, the trap card that comes with it. So pretty good card. Good extender. Only need 1 of. You got Destrudo as well. This is a good extender as well, and being a tuner, I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts off the ban list. Obviously, I don't think it's a huge problem yet, but I guess we'll see after more testing and more people playing it. But really good card. In my opinion, I did not see it coming off the ban list, but it did, and so we'll see how it goes from there. Then onto our Rocket package. We got Rocket Tracer at 3, 2 Absolrouter, a Recharger, and 2 Synchron. Some people have cut the number of Rocket Tracer to 2. I don't feel that that's necessarily more consistent or less consistent. I mean, I think it just depends on how you play. I don't mind seeing 2 in my hand. It's not the worst thing in the world. Because if you need to, you can normal summon 1, and then you can get to your boot sector and get the other one out pretty easily. So it's not like it's a huge loss if you see 2 in your hand. I just want to see it at some point, so I run 3. Recharger's good for the grind game. And obviously Absa Router, it's a good extender and a good search for you know, search one of these rocket monsters if you need to, or when it's sent to the grave off of, say you go for Dragon Ravine, you usually will send a Router or somebody else to get a rocket monster to your hand. And then Synchron's good for some of the synchro plays we have in our extra deck, and it's also a good you know, if you have to normal summon, you can normal summon it, so it's not like a huge deal. Let's see. You can also, when it's normal summon, you can special summon, or yeah, you can special summon from the grave, so it's also pretty good there. For our last dragon monsters, we've got 3 Seafort. I love this card. It's phenomenal, to be honest with you. You know, you summon it and then you use its effect, pitch itself, and get Black Dragon, and then you can go from there. Really good. Or if you really need to, you can pitch itself in another level 4 and search out one of your level 8s. So really good card. You can also use it to get Levianeer back to your hand when it's in grave, so I love it. Very versatile card. For our hand traps, we're running 3 Ogre, 3 Nib, and then we're running the Gamma package and 2 Ash. I did. Onto the spells, our 2 field spells. We got Boot Sector and Dragon Ravine. Obviously, you get Boot Sector off of your Striker and your Dragon Ravine off of your Romulus. Both pretty solid cards. You know, Boot Sector is used basically as an extender, and also if you need to, it can be a recovery play. And then Ravine is also a good way to get some dragons and grave if you need it. We run 3 Quick Launch to special summon from the deck our rocket monsters. Obviously, why wouldn't you special summon from deck? Really good card. 3 Chaos Space, one of the best search cards in the game. If you can play this card, you always do. You know, if it works with your deck, use it. I enjoy it a lot. It's a resource game, and it's just like I said, a search card. You can search pretty much all of our good chaos monsters that we have. World Legacy Guard Dragon, I only play 2 of this. It is also an extender, being able to special summon back that level 4 or lower dragon monster in the graveyard is good. And then if you need to move, say, Pisty around from one zone to the next, so Pisty's arrows can line up, World Legacy Guard Dragon does that as well. It's a really good card. I wish I could play 3 of it, but I also cut one of those down to thin out the deck a little bit. I don't miss it yet, but we'll see. And then we got 2 Tiding. I think Tiding's pretty good. You know, obviously you don't need. You know, I run 2 just for a chance to see it in the hand, like in the start hand, because if you don't need to use Dragon Maid to get to it, you don't have to. You know, it's still okay to set by itself. So I like it. It's a good card. Bouncing the hand like a normal summon or something is pretty good. I think so. That rounds off the main deck. We'll hop into the extra deck now. I feel like I'm tripping over my words. I apologize. Wow. Stuttering a lot right now. I don't know why, but sorry if you guys are watching and you can't bear it. My apologies. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words, but anyways, if you guys are watching right now, I appreciate you guys for sticking in there. Onto the extra deck, we have the Borreload Savage Dragon, obviously. We have our Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss and our Chaos Ruler. These are all phenomenal cards. These are the 3 synchro cards that we play. Here's your, Omni Negate, Red Dragon, Archfiend, Abyss is also a negate. And Chaos Ruler, obviously we like to go into him first so we can so we can mill through our deck to see cards that we need to see. Maybe some extenders, or maybe to add hand traps to our hand like Nib or Ogre, or even Gamma. We can add any of those to hand if we see it with Chaos Ruler. Then onto our link plays, we have Striker Dragon, I'll go Romulus, Boral Sword. Then we have our Heretic Spheres, or Heretic Seal, Triple Burst, Quad Boral, and Pisty for our Dragon Link monsters. Striker's obviously at 1. It's not horrible, you know, you can still play the deck, but the grind game is kind of lost. If you need to grind too much with this deck, because not having any follow-up Striker Dragons really hurts. Romulus obviously gets us into our Ravine plays. Boral Sword to get us game. Seals, usually go for Seals before you can get Nib, because then you at least have some plays for next turn. If you get your Heretic Seal out there, you can chain it to Nib. And then Triple Burst. This card is good to clear your board if you need to get like Pisty off of it or whatever off of it, and it has some solid arrows. I highly recommend Triple Burst if you're not playing it yet. Quad Boral, obviously can let you synchro summon pretty much with your rocket monsters. If you have 2 of them in grave, you can discard a card and blow up Quad Boral, and then summon back 2 of your rocket monsters and go into a synchro play or a link play if you need to. And then Pisty obviously gets you monster back from graveyard or banished. That is it for our Dragon Link monsters. And then for our other Link monsters, we have access code also for game, Unicorn with IP for setting up a going first board. And then we have the Dark Chamber, or Charmer, sorry. You know, this one's really good. There's a lot of dark monsters played in today's format. IP and Unicorn are obviously a package together for a reason. They're really good. And then access code is also really good, just for you know, if we're going second to destroy a board and swing for game. And then our last and final card is the Zombie Vampire. This card is what you go into with Galactic Spiral. If you can summon Galactic Spiral, make another card level 8 with Galactic Spiral, you can go into the Zombie Vampire. And then this also is pretty much like another Chaotic Ruler, because you can mill cards and special summon, but it mills from your deck and your opponent's deck, so you have to be careful. I mean, going you know, blind first and dropping your Zombie Vampire it's not always the best idea, because you know, maybe your opponents are gonna plus a lot off of milling their cards as well. But if you have to, you have to. It is pretty good. And then we're going to the side deck. We've got 3 evenly matched. It's just a really good card, especially if you know you're gonna be forced to go second. I highly recommend it. And then I go for Phantasme. A lot of people don't play this card anymore, but I still think it's pretty good, especially in Dragon Link. It's a level 7. It's a dark dragon. It's protection. It's a really good card, I think. It also lets you dig through your deck if you need to. Obviously, I have it in a side deck because it's more of a going second card as well, so I can I put it in when I need to. Lancia, I think it's obviously really good this format. A lot of decks rely on their graveyard, so are banishing it, I mean, so Good card. And then obviously some back row hate. We've got the triple Cosmic, and for those Mystic Mind players or whoever, you got those people at locals that bring those back row decks, so you have to be prepared for it. And then to round it off, we have triple tactic talent. This card's obviously really good. I was tempted to put it in the main, but it's also kind of a going second card. It's going first or going second, obviously, but I do like it more going second, and I like the hand traps, better for, if I lose the die roll. So I have it in the side deck, but I side it in quite often. So if you guys enjoyed the deck profile, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you did, let me know in the comments below what you would tweak about this deck or what you like about it the most. Also, if you guys want to see any other deck profiles, let me know and I'll try and bring them to you. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you very much. And don't forget to go subscribe to the channel. Thank you.